Hello, everybody, funkers of all kinds. Welcome back to another episode of Following Funky Podcast. I'm your host, Fiercely Funky, and today we have a very, very special guest. The man, the myth, the legend, someone who streams and has helped me out recently with. He's a fellow content creator. He does things as I do, but in a different fashion on Twitch. I don't think I have more introduction. BoyoBeneath, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing?
Happy to be here. I'm tired. Very tired. Very tired. But
Right.
I have coffee and I'm slowly sipping it, so I'm probably gonna get more and more energetic as the day goes on.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Just a slow start into the podcast, and then and then it'll get better as it goes on. So
Yes.
let's
Like
just
fine wine.
exactly, better with age. So what time is it exactly for you?
It is 8 a.m.
Damn. So good morning.
Oh, exactly. And if we're going exactly, it's 8:05. But I'm not doing the seconds because I don't feel like spouting the seconds.
No need. No need. The minutes just is all I do anyway. So yeah. Good morning. Glad.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing okay. Like I said, I'm tired, but I ended up streaming last night, and I recently introduced this I have a nice drink. While I'm streaming. Basically, people can redeem that, and I go mix myself a cocktail and I sip it while I'm streaming, and
Oh.
maybe I'll drink it instead of water for the hydrates. Who knows?
Just to kind of mellow it out.
Exactly. Well, my stream decided to redeem 2 of those last night, and a shot every 10 minutes, and each person that did was subscribed. So, just as you should be to Funky here.
Uh-huh.
But no, what ended up happening was my wonderful followers made me do upwards of 20 double shots last night. So I did a lot. I drank a lot of alcohol last night.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And you're still all right? You're not feeling a hangover of any sort? You're not
No,
feeling
I don't
like
really
complete
get
shit?
hangovers. I don't really get hangovers. I was I prepare ahead of time if I know I'm going to be drinking. If I
Oh.
don't plan on drinking, then at that point I'm screwed if I end up drinking. But no, I actually do not uh I don't actually get drunk. And the reason behind that is I prepare. Last night I ended up having, I want to say, like 4 bowls of homemade chicken noodle soup with a bunch of like um potatoes and carrots and actual chicken, not just like, oh yeah,
Not the
here's some
fake
canned
shit,
chicken or whatever.
Not the fake shit chicken noodle, like the good shit. I see.
Yes, I did good shit. Like I threw a entire chicken in our Instapot and cooked it yesterday.
Wow.
Or day before yesterday.
Wow,
And
that
then
sounds good.
I used the remains of the chicken carcass for the soup that I made. Unfortunately, I didn't have any real good soup fixins, like what's it called?
The broth, you mean?
No, the noodles.
Oh, the noodles.
Because I did chicken noodle soup. So I only had
Oh.
a penne, which
Oh.
made me a little upset. So
Yeah.
you know the long noodles.
Yeah,
that have,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
That's what I had.
Oh, what? What?
Yeah,
Okay,
so I
that
like to
definitely.
do rigatoni normally, and I like to do a veggie rigatoni
That-
for this.
That sounds very good, and I can imagine it looking very good as well. But with noodles, now that just kind of reminds me of like a ramen dish at that point. No.
Well, it's like chicken noodle soup. That was
Exactly.
the idea.
I mean,
Just make
yes.
homemade chicken noodle soup.
I mean, yes, it is chicken noodle soup, but wait. It's called chicken noodle soup. When you, oh my god, wait,
Are you just realizing that you need to put noodles in your chicken noodle soup for it to be chicken noodle soup?
kind of, but like, what? Wait, no, because, oh my god, yeah, totally. Cause I've had chicken noodle soup with rigatoni. Like usually when you do it, it is like the veggies, the chicken, you get the broth, you get the soup,
Okay,
and then
are you so rigatoni is like the very tightly wound
Oh wait,
noodles.
no,
Are you
that's not
thinking
it.
of
That's not it.
rigatoni, or are you thinking of
I'm
like
thinking of something
spirals that are
else.
commonly used in like progresso or something?
Flat pasta. Hold up.
Flat pasta. Wait, what kind of noodles are you eating in your soup?
Hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm trying to look for it right now. Wait, no, I don't know where it is.
Is it good soup? Is
It's
it good
good soup. Oh wait, hold on.
Good soup.
It's good soup. Good soup. It's good shit. Point is, it's not like the hard Italian flat pasta. It's the small pieces that are flat and like it has like a bit of like rifts. It's not completely flat, but it's like flatter
Are you
than most
talking like the
pastas.
stuff they use in Campbell's?
Kinda. Yes. Maybe. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, yes. That kind of
Yes,
stuff,
you are.
except
Okay.
separate, but we make our own. Like, it's not like we don't take.
Okay.
Yeah, we like bring everything that's kind of like Campbell's, and then we just make it together, and then boom, we have the chicken noodle soup, and that shit's good. That shit is
Okay,
really good.
I gotcha.
But yeah. So wait, now I'm curious. How does chicken noodle soup exactly like help you prevent from getting drunk? Then.
So it's not for prevent you from getting drunk. It's to prevent your body from having the negative effects of being drunk the next morning. So in this case, a hangover.
Oh.
There are actually some people who get actually like really, really sick when they drink. And if you prepare ahead of time, it lessens those effects. So for me, you need protein, you need carbs, you need something to help absorb that alcohol as well in your system.
To reduce it.
Realistically, you're just throwing a bunch of sugar water into your body when you do that. Your body will create sugar
Naturally from it.
when you drink the alcohol.
Yeah. I mean,
so
I'm still new to the whole drinking bit. So yes, I'm still curious about this whole topic because like last night, for example, I was actually at a party myself and
Ooh.
I had a good dinner. I had a few drinks, but I didn't feel anything last night or this morning. And also, yeah, but compared to everyone else who I was talking to, a lot of people were not feeling too good. And then I'm getting messages today saying like hearing about like people not feeling good the next morning. And I'm curious if it was like anything to do with that, but just realized.
No, realistically, your best bet is just to have a bunch of protein and a bunch of carbs before you start drinking because the protein will naturally counteract the sugar that your body makes. And on the top of that, you're going to have, what's it called? The protein will help counteract the sugar, but realistically, you're also going to have
starch.
The carbs and starch, which will help absorb the negative things that alcohol in your body
Does
and
to
help
you.
it for pass easier through your system.
Oh. Okay, I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to understand it now. Got it. Cause like, cool. That's interesting. That is actually very interesting. I didn't know there was a way to kind of negate the effects of getting shit faced and then having the repercussions the next morning. You know. I mean,
there is and there isn't. It's different for each person. Maybe what works for me won't work for you. 9 times out of 10, though, this does work.
It's based on a lot of experience from many people. So probably.
Yeah, because probably. Yeah, no, I'm kind of experienced myself as far as drinking goes. I did do the stupidity when I was younger.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, everyone has to go through that stage in order to, everyone has those moments. So, of course.
Oh yeah.
And
as one do.
As one does. So now I think now that we've gotten out of the introductions, I feel like I have some questions for you to start off. So.
Okay.
I mean, to start off, because you are a fellow content creator. How did you get into Twitch streaming, or how did you get into the content creation itself? Where did it start? Or if you can remember correctly, walk me through like your mental process as how it happened.
So where I'm at, So are we talking just like any content creation I've done, like, and how I got interested in it, or are we talking like how I got to where I'm at right now?
I just realized how vague that was. I think where you start, like, how did it start for you? How
Okay.
did you get? How did that? How did Where was that beginning? How did that begin? And where did that get you to where you are now?
So that actually kind of so there's an answer of like I used to have a blog when I was younger.
Interesting.
Um
Okay.
but I only ever made one blog post, and that was explaining some crap that happened to me um, when I went to a particular doctor's office as a child. I was literally like 7, and it
Oh,
was some stuff I'm not going to get into on here.
which is fine.
Um,
Totally fair.
but that's technically kind of how it started. It was my mom's idea to write about it, but realistically, the content that I've kind of gotten into now kind of started with TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So I was on TikTok before it was TikTok. I was on it while it was still Musically. Um,
Oh, now that
yeah,
is interesting.
I'm an OG. I'm an OG.
You're one of the originals. Huh.
So I actually, it's either that or some very old YouTube videos I had made, but that was roughly around the same time too. Because at that time I was still hosting dance classes for a private school, and doing them on my own time. But I thought that, I kind of wanted to pursue dance for a little bit. But then I realized that I would have to be social with a lot of people, and I didn't like that idea.
Ah, okay.
So what ended up happening was I was doing YouTube videos showing dance moves, um,
Oh,
and
and
how to
that's how
swing
that
dance.
started. And then,
That's how it started. And then I was also doing like I was a lip syncer. I was a bad lip syncer for on Musically. I was one of those guys at the start. I think we all started there, but I'm not you because we can't see your lips anyway. Um,
maybe.
but but no, we all started there, and then eventually it got to like cosplay and stuff like that. Um, but I would, but I was doing dance videos on YouTube every so often, and I kind of started to feel discouraged, um,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
because because I wasn't getting a lot of viewership, I wasn't getting a lot of anything like that, so I actually stopped doing YouTube for a while.
I see.
Um,
And did
and
that,
then
if I may interrupt real quick,
yeah,
did
go ahead.
that
Sorry.
influence, did you continue to still dance, or did that also, did that not downfall, did that kind of, demoralization kind of, stopped you from dancing, or did you continue past it? Did you continue to do it even not doing it on TikTok and YouTube?
Well, I didn't really do it on TikTok. I mainly only did it on
Sorry,
YouTube. But
YouTube.
no, you're fine. But no, either way, I actually like I still I still dance, like, because I was teaching it still.
Of
There was no
course.
real way that I could, stop at that time because that was my main source of income. But
Which is
I
a good indicator to keep it going. Yes.
yeah, I don't anymore, but that's only because like I work a government office job. I work I do Twitch 4 to 5 times a week.
Yeah,
Um
you're doing all that jazz of which, yeah, you're doing all that work, and it's taking all that time in your day,
yeah,
commitment
so I
of
don't do
streaming and
dance
the
as much
work
anymore, but it definitely discouraged me from trying to grow a following.
from
The
there.
only reason why I'm where I'm at is actually because I gave up on YouTube, but TikTok I still enjoyed because that was to blow off steam. Um,
Interesting.
so I ended up continuing that, and what ends up happening is I started gaining quite a following on there, because of my Boyo's Bar videos, which I can't do anymore because I don't have that job. But
Which is what your
um,
icon is, your profile.
Yeah,
correct?
Boyo the Bartender, which is technically an OC of mine, but it's also me at the same time. It's like a self-insert into a story, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. That makes 100% sense. It's what you are, but, in a fictionalized way.
Yeah, and then at the same time, that particular character knows that he's basically like it's a whole thing. I like he's got a species and everything that just
Oh,
it
wow.
would take like it like there's a lot of lore behind
Just behind the
the
character
creators and
itself.
everything.
Really
Well,
cool.
yeah, no, the boy creator Boyo the bartender is not the only creator. There's and he's not the only Boyo out there. There we get into the multiverse and everything like that. So,
Holy shit,
um
you really thought about this, haven't you?
oh yeah, no, I actually writing a book with this kind of character in it. He's not even the main character, he's a supporting role as he was designed to, but he's like in Dungeons and Dragons, you have those big bad, uh, the big bad bartender who used to be an adventurer. Who used to have
And he helps you, and
like
he's that guy who like either tips you off on stuff or helps you out in some tiny way. That kind of deal?
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. But this character is also absurdly overpowered, as the idea behind creators is they can create and destroy universes. Gods pray to them, kind of thing.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. So, but this particular one decided to run a bar. That
He wanted a quiet small life, enjoying a barkeep and all that.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
and he ends up taking in taking in a freshly turned vampire named Malcolm, which is what the book is actually going to be about. Is the stories of Malcolm.
Ooh.
So the self-insert character is going to be involved because he's been woven into the story itself, along with a few other characters. But that's been like a 2-year long project that I never have time to continue, or the mental energy to proceed to write. So I'm trying to find the strength to actually finish the first book, because this was supposed to be like a many book series.
I see. Cool. And is it a short story, or will it be more of
The
a
first book is
novella?
gonna be it's gonna be an actual novel. It's gonna be between 200 pages. It's gonna be about 200
Wow.
pages, just for the first book.
And
Was-
I'm assuming it'll be posted online, or
yeah. When I finish it, I'm hoping to be started on Amazon and go from there.
cool.
And
Really cool.
hopefully get into actual bookstores, because personally I love the hard copies rather than the digital books. But I know a lot of people prefer digital books nowadays.
It makes life easier,
It does.
It really does.
But I actually it's going to be a long story, simply because this story takes place in the beginning, at like in the 1900s.
Oh, wow.
And I
Okay.
mean like early 1900s. Like Malcolm was around for segregation. He was actually helping work on the Empire State Building.
Oh.
So
Okay,
yeah,
that's
he's
cool. All
and
right.
we like I'm gonna delve into some darker topics and uh some 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 very interesting things in this book. But it's something that in this entire series, and work it up to like we're gonna go through like the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, 70s, the 80s, and then
And
eventually
just
into the
continue
future.
on. And then just yeah.
um and I still haven't decided how this book will end, but I do know what steps I'm gonna have to take to get there. So I'm curious to see how this is gonna develop.
Is this
um
is this going to be a more of a like what you are writing right now? Is this the actual series? Is this where the actual story takes place? Is this the prequel? What is this exactly then?
This is the actual story. The story that
Okay,
I am
cool.
writing right now, because it starts when he gets turned.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, that
So, and he's turned by accident along with a couple of other people. I'm going to spoil a little bit,
okay, for sure.
but and we're going to go through that story of his whole his whole purpose eventually is going to be to try to find his essentially father or mother, the person who turned him, because as we know, in like 99.9% of vampire lore, the person who turns you essentially becomes your parent.
I feel like an idiot because I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, so in a lot of vampire lore, there is people, like when people get turned, the person who turns them, for lack of a better term, becomes their father or mother.
Oh, okay. No, I
Now,
see it now. I
there's
see it now. Kind of like as if they're kind of not offspring, but the idea
oh
that
no,
like it's
that's
just
exactly the mentality that they have, is that is their offspring. Now there are like exceptions to that rule of like your human lover is about to die, or you've decided this human lover wants you to,
gotcha. And you,
and
yeah, I
you go
see
from
how
there.
that is. Got it. Cool. Interesting. Okay. Man, the more you know, the more you know
Oh yeah.
about random stuff. That's cool. I didn't know it. I'm not much of a myth. I won't even call it mythology kind of guy, but that I've never been into vampires that much, but that's an interesting fact. I wouldn't have known. So that's pretty cool.
I was actually majoring in theology when I was going to college. So
Oh, that's cool.
lore, religions, everything like that's always interested me. So I've been interested in this kind of stuff for as long as I can remember. So I always started with I always loved Egyptian mythology when I was a kid, and then I expanded to Greek, Roman,
And then
Norse. Uh, so I actually really like the concept of some of the Hindu mythology.
that seems to be like a
Or actually,
whole other thing though. That feels like, I mean, all mythology's somewhat connected in some way, but I feel like that's just a
well,
whole other.
my belief has always been that every religion, every mythology has a kernel of truth, and we don't. If we just take one kernel, one seed, and only take like my okay, this is the best analogy that I can come up with this.
Fair enough.
If you try to feed a civilization from one tree, they are going to starve. But if you take from the whole orchard,
They're gonna
everyone's going to be full.
flourish.
Exactly.
Oh.
A
Huh.
lot of people take from one tree, and that's why there's a lot of people who are lost, a lot of people who are whatever.
Who don't know how to
They
who don't know how to figure themselves out, just how they, they're lost in their own way, and they can't figure out their way in life.
Exactly. And I'm kind of in the same boat, though, even though I personally believe that every religion is right and wrong at the same time. They all believe, they all have this kernel of truth. And even whether it be satanic, Christianity, Islam, uh, any,
All
like everything.
sorts. Yeah.
Yeah, all like more ancient religions. I cannot get on board with this whole cult of the pasta monster, or whatever it was, the spaghetti monster.
I'm sorry, that's a thing?
That's a thing. There is a church of the spaghetti monster somewhere. I don't remember where, but that was actually a thing.
For real? Okay, hold
Yeah,
up.
you're
Okay.
gonna search this up now,
Yes,
aren't you?
I am searching this up. Church of the Spaghetti Jesus. What the fuck?
I told you.
Bobby Henderson founded 2005. Okay.
See, so here's the
I
thing. I cannot get on board with that.
I
Okay,
okay,
that.
I've seen enough. Okay, I'm looking at the images. Nope, I'm good. No, that's, oh my god. Okay. What people will make, what people will create. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, I personally believe that, because we are people, did kind of take religion and corrupted it, but as one does. But realistically, I've always believed that if you look at the actual beliefs and the actual doctrine of a lot of different religions,
They're all connected, are they not?
Yeah, they're all connected. And I would love to say this though. There is always a common denominator within actual mythos that believe in multiple gods. When they're describing gods, it's like 99% of them are these like honorable, serious, whatever, and then you'll point out one of them, and then there's this fucker who just causes chaos and is a little shit to everyone.
Wreaks havoc everywhere.
Yes.
Loki in the Norse god.
Loki.
Would Hades
honestly,
be considered that?
No. Oh no! Don't hate on my man Hades.
I'm not hating on Hades. I was just saying
I'm hating on Zeus. It's Zeus.
I've heard. Okay, from what I know about that whole lore behind Zeus is he's not the nicest of guys. He's kind of done a lot of things. He's a father of many and a husband to many. Yeah. He's not a husband to anybody. He hooks up with anything that he can find. If I remember correctly, there was someone like he literally like he fucked a bull. If I remember correctly, I think that was in the... No, he didn't. Someone cursed someone to fuck a bull, and that's how the Minotaur was born. That's right. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And then there's Poseidon, who cheated on his wife and fucked a dolphin. And that's how mermaids were made.
What?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god. Okay, fuck. I get that those
are Poseidons too.
How I don't think I even want to know, do I? How the fuck they made the Cyclops?
I don't remember Cyclops.
All right.
No, but like then there's also the lore of like even if we're just looking at the other gods, like Hephaestus, and I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that just rolls off the tongue better. Yeah, like because I think it's like Hephaestus, but Hephaestus sounds better. So
that sounds right to me.
I know
anyway.
It's Hephaestus. Oh. Yeah. So, but Hephaestus, he was an ugly baby. He was this hideous baby. So what ends up happening, if I'm remembering this correctly, Hera basically cast Hephaestus out of heaven with Zeus's blessing because he was ugly.
Oh.
And had gimpy legs. So instead, he ended up in the underworld.
Damn.
And Hades essentially raised him and gave him a job.
Oh.
And if I remember correctly, and he basically runs a forge with the fires of the underworld, who have the hottest flames and everything like that.
Yeah.
And he's the blacksmith for the gods. Yes, he's known for making Zeus's lightning bolt, but he also is the armorer for the the warriors of the underworld.
That is interesting. I mean, I knew that there was a blacksmith and all that, but okay, cool. Huh.
And then they tried to take him, and then Zeus and Hera tried to take him back and offer him like, no, just come work for us. You've proven yourself. No.
I see how it is. I see how it is. Yeah.
And here's where it gets amazing. This ugly baby who was cast out because he was so ugly, he ends up marrying the goddess of love and beauty. Huh. Literally the most beautiful woman in all of existence.
Falls in love with him.
Ugliest man. Not because of his looks, because of his heart. Because of who he is as a person.
Never judge a book by its cover.
And then proceeds to cheat on him with the god of war.
Damn. Oh well.
Repeatedly.
That's a shame.
My understanding is it's like an open relationship almost,
Well, that's not fair. Hold up. It's an open relationship. He's not gonna get anything. He's not gonna get anyone.
Realistically, from my understanding, it's kind of like an open relationship. Like, he knows and he's not happy with it, but at the same time he loves her and he understands, so he lets it happen.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, no, like if we're looking at mythology, it's fucked up.
It's
Mythology's fucked up.
The lore behind a lot of things are very, yeah. Holy shit. Okay. If we can, I feel bad for cutting off the Norse thing, which was very interesting. Do not get me wrong.
Dude, you're fine.
Going back to your content creation, so you were making a book, you were dancing, you were kind of doing that as your job, and then you continued on to do TikTok. Then
realistically, I did TikTok as a means of escape, really.
Got it. And as like something a past, like not a pastime, but yeah, a pastime, but like a way to help you out.
I didn't like my job. I didn't. I worked at a 5-star restaurant, and I was treated like crap, and I was underpaid. I think I was like paid like $12 an hour, if that. And I basically
you couldn't
was doing the servers' jobs as well as my own, and some of the managers.
And there's no HR to kind of cover your ass or anything, or you didn't?
No, there wasn't. So instead, it was like the owner would come in every so often, and I would have to do some of his work because he was too busy drinking at the bar with his buddies.
I see. That's unfortunate. So I tried to use it as a way to glamorize where I work so that I would enjoy it more. So I felt like there was something worth coming in. And then those videos started taking off because of how beautiful the bar was. Ah, gotcha.
And then I started growing. I started like doing things, and like I started making money through the live streams that I would do on TikTok. And I'm like, what the crap?
And then wow, that's amazing.
So I continued to do that, but then and then I ended up starting doing my I ended up losing my job. The entire place shut down.
Oh fuck. Well, I think everything shut down, didn't it?
Yeah, basically, but you were still able to get things delivered. We couldn't because we were a place of convenience in the theater district. And that's what 90% of our business was.
Yeah,
so
okay,
we shut down.
Yeah, damn. That's unfortunate. Quick question, was the restaurant 5-star restaurant, was it also like more of a bar, or was it like an actual restaurant with a bar at the side?
It was an actual restaurant. The bar took up like a small area. There was maybe like 12 seats, if that, at the bar.
Oh, cool.
And the food was really good. Like I learned how to make a amazing shrimp fettuccine alfredo, which I'll actually be making for my girlfriend's birthday coming up. There, along with like, you know, how to properly cook mahi cheesecake from scratch, like really good food.
You're making my mouth water. You are making my mouth water with all those foods. Holy shit.
Oh, trust me, my lobster bisque is amazing.
Dude, oh my god. Oh, that sounds so good.
But
so
you
shut down.
We shut down, and then I actually started focusing more on nothing. I just focused on the cosplay side of it, and I started losing followers because of it.
That's unfortunate.
So because I wasn't doing the bar stuff anymore because it shut down.
Yeah.
And then I was in a roleplay group with some friends, and you know, I ended up I would stream my video games to them sometimes, and you know, I actually met Mana through that group. And then we started hanging out, and we eventually started dating. But while we were hanging out, she mentioned the idea that I should start streaming, because I'm amusing to watch game, and I seem to enjoy gaming more when I have someone there. So,
and that's how that started, and that's how you got started on Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's how I got started. It was all because of Mana.
Wow. Things to do with when a friend tells you, huh? Well, at
Yep.
the time, were
No.
you friends or were you in a relationship?
That's complicated.
Oh, sorry,
Friends with
sorry.
benefits.
I won't say it. Sorry.
No,
Sorry
you're
about
fine.
that.
You're fine, dude. No, you're good. It was. I'm joking. We were friends with benefits,
Oh, cool.
at the time. So it was like, and then a month later we were officially dating.
Oh, well,
And realistically, it was
congratulations.
because, thank you. The only reason we didn't step into a relationship at the time is because I was talking to a few other people, and
you were
I
just
didn't. I didn't want to
commit?
assume. I didn't want to commit because relationships do not go well for me 9 times out of 10. So like before her, my last like long-term relationship, I was engaged and she cheated on me with almost 10 other people.
Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, and I gave her, and then she broke up with me while I was visiting her and introduced me to her new boyfriend.
That Wow, I'm at a loss of words. That's a I'm sorry. Fuck.
Oh, don't be sorry. It happened years ago. I'm good now.
Still though, like
Um,
Jesus Christ. That's such a
yeah.
shitty way to do something like that. Oh my
Oh,
god.
100%. So what ends up happening is years later, I end up dating Mana, and she's making comments that I should start doing Twitch because I seem to enjoy it, and you know I kind of have the following on TikTok that I might be able to go somewhere with it, and I need to focus more on TikTok because I'm letting that slip a lot. um,
Hey, it
but
happens. That's just part of the content. That's just part of the biz. You focus
yeah.
on one thing and then you got to kind of equalize and balance it out, and that's just how it is. That's the life of a content creator. You kind of maybe slip up a few times on other things and then you just got to get back on that horse. So,
Yeah, and that's where I'm going with it.
nice. That's good.
I basically decided I'm not going to focus on YouTube too much until I am in a more financially stable position where I can pay someone to edit my videos.
Which is totally you know, that's a reasonable thing to figure that out, cuz
Yeah.
yeah. YouTube is a
'Cause right
is
now-
a huge fucking commitment, I'll tell you that much. Switching
It
from Twitch, like I tried I tried fall of 2020, I started streaming again. And on top of that, I was also trying to use those streams and make videos out of them. And it was a lot. I basically, what I did was through the week I just streamed a fuck ton of times, and then on Saturday I would just spend the whole day editing one video and then posting it on Sunday, and then do the whole process again. And it was a lot. The fact that streaming took, because I still was going to school, because that was when the lockdown ended and all that, so I was just kind of doing this for fun as well, because gaming's always fun, but why not try and create an audience out of it? And yeah, so all my days were filled, and then the only times I could actually edit a video were on my weekends, when I should be resting. But I kind of just, take it down I just up the notches, and yeah, I hit burnout real quick with that, so.
Oh no, dude, I 100% get it. It's gonna happen. You need to give yourself time to do it. That's why I stream only about 3 hours when I do stream. And I do it, like, I time it so that, hey, I have to work the next day.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the point where I'm working a 9 to 5. So, and I have to take the bus in, and that takes roughly about hour and a half.
Yeah.
Hour and a half to 2 hours. So I have to be up at roughly 6 every morning.
Yeah, okay, that will. Oh my god, that.
And I stream until about 11, meaning I get to bed around midnight. So sometimes 11:30 if I'm tired enough.
And you can manage a 6 hour like 6 hours of sleep for a full day of work. You can
And
manage that.
realistically, my work, I don't interact with people. I don't have to talk to anyone. I don't have to go anywhere. I sit in a cubicle and I press a few keys all day.
Okay. I could see why 6 hours would be sufficient. That'd be
And
very
I just
sufficient.
and my boss told me I can keep a French press at my desk if I want to spring for one. So, we all know this is going to happen.
Oh yeah, that I would like to see that photo on your Discord for sure.
Oh,
I'd love to see
I
that.
have French press already.
In the cubicle.
Oh, in the cubicle? No, I was saying I have a French press at home though.
And he said you could bring it.
Yeah, no, he said I could pick up a French. Like, I want to buy a separate French press and keep it in there.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm excited for that photo. I want to see it in your cubicle. I'd love to fucking see that. That'd be just slowly making a setup in your own cubicle.
Oh,
Get the fucking gamer chair in there. Just switch it out. Hey guys,
I'm gonna wait until I'm officially hired because it's a 6-month contract. So little things I don't mind bringing in, but if I'm like gonna invest in like, oh yeah, I have a comfy gamer chair here now.
just a gamer chair. Switch out all the specs and like all the computers. Just like bring your own setup in. Just like.
Right. Oh, well, actually, I got told that I might be able to do it remote eventually.
Holy shit! Really?
Oh yeah.
So you don't actually, so you could actually sleep in then, and then like.
Yeah, like I could get up at 7 every morning, make breakfast, get some coffee, and then clock in an hour early, go till 4, maybe 5 still, so I get a little bit of overtime each week.
Yeah. And then
just listen to maybe like a podcast or something while
listen to some
I'm working.
Background music. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's a few. I can imagine a few things you could do. Like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the life, in my opinion. That sounds like that'd be perfect, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would say perfect. Perfect would be able to stream full time. I flat out told Mana that I want to, like, if I get to the point where I'm making like 3K a month streaming, I'm done. I'm quitting my job.
And you're committing to that.
And I'm committing to that. And then I'm going to start doing YouTube again. And I'm going to start doing gardening again. And then I'm going to be, so actually, here's a fun fact. I have been wanting to learn how to blacksmith for years.
Oh my god. I could see...
A forge setup in America costs roughly around $1,000, and it's probably, like, and this is really good equipment.
$1,000 for everything.
For everything, to get everything set up. And this is the basic...
Like the basic starter stuff. You know, like the starter
basic starter stuff, but good quality. And then I say it would cost maybe like another $100 at most to get the materials I need to make something. Depending on what I'm making. Yes.
No, okay. So, now that is interesting because from what I've seen, YouTube videos, TV shows, how they've shown people professionally make blacksmith stuff, I look at all that equipment and say that must cost a fuck ton of money. So only
I'm talking basics.
Fair enough.
Basic stuff.
Fair enough. Basics.
Not the expanded. If I were to get expanded, probably cost closer to pay like 3 to 5K. But
even then.
But here's where I haven't done research. I've just been looking at like basic starter because I'd be a noob.
Of course.
So, but this is something I've always wanted to do. So I've decided that if we get enough that I'm starting to make like full-time income, streaming full-time, then at that point I'm going to set aside a little bit of money, to pay someone to do YouTube. To pay someone to do YouTube. I'm not gonna run my YouTube. It's gonna be someone else. I'm just gonna pay him to do.
Here's the content. You edit it out, clip everything, make it look good. Boom. Post that shit. I don't give a fuck.
That's essentially what I'm hoping to do, and then have them. I need someone to do thumbnails. I can't do thumbnails to save my life.
I try thumbnails. They're tough. They are tough as fucking. Ugh. Yeah.
That's my plan though, is to have someone do it for me, because I don't have the skill myself, and I've tried to, but I'm not good enough, and I know I'm not good enough.
And the practice required to actually improve and make it look good, you don't have the time for. You'd have to. It's one or the other at that point. Yeah. You have to stick with one or the other.
So I actually, realistically, I had an interest in streaming back when I was like 17, maybe 16.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
I was also also YouTube. But at that time, I was not in a good place mentally, and I thought that in order to be cool and to be accepted by my family, by my friends, basically I had to give up everything that I enjoyed and be this person that I just wasn't happy with.
Yeah, no, that's relatable. That's a relatable thing,
Yeah,
and yeah, no, I understand. You
I was
know,
wrong. I was very wrong. Those people do not get to decide who I get to be, and I know you can say that, and it's hard to practice it. But realistically,
it's all just a mental thing at that point. You just need to
yes,
it's just a constant. You need to wake up every day. You maybe like take 5 minutes out of your day, sit there, meditate, and manifest it. Because because I'm listening to podcasts and all that about the idea that in your mind you can do anything you want, and you could be who you want. The only thing that is really stopping you is your subconscious, because your subconscious is what makes you interpret your reality. And
right.
if you keep externally telling yourself, and it keep not lying to yourself, if you will, but like if you're positive, if you just there's a way to be having a better outlook in life, and things will happen. So, and when your subconscious accepts those things you keep saying, and that's basically that's the really abridged version of what I'm listening into. So yeah,
Yeah, no, and
anyway.
honestly, I'm in full agreement with that. Um, I was gonna say though that like ultimately it's easy enough to say those things. It's hard to act on it though because
True.
um,
That's another level of it, which
oh yeah,
takes time and practice. A lot of
but
practice.
like where I was, I actually did have to pretend to be someone different to be accepted by the people around me, which is stupid.
Which is
But
not good, and it happens to everyone. There's a time where
oh yeah,
someone has to.
oh yeah,
Yeah. So I'm sorry that has.
oh
Yeah,
it's fine now.
of course.
I'm happy with the person I am. I'm still trying to become better. I'm still trying to improve as we humans do.
Mm-hmm.
Um but realistically, like my biggest issues is that like, I have like jealousy issues and because I spent a lot of time pretending to be someone I wasn't, um I am unsure. Like being myself feels fake, and then I come off as fake to other people because I changed my mind and I'm like, okay, well, this is actually interesting. I made a snap judgment off my first impressions.
Yeah.
I judged the book by its cover.
Yeah.
So like I'm judgy, which is really freaking funny because I tell people not to be judgy.
Ironic. It's ironic.
Yeah,
It's ironic.
hypocritical. I'm a hypocrite, and I know
Oh,
I
come
am,
on.
but
I
I'm
was trying to be
trying
nice. I
to.
was trying to be nice about
I
it.
don't do nice. I do real. No, but realistically, like I'm growing. I'm trying,
Yeah.
and that's really all you can do.
Yeah.
Um,
That's life.
I mean that's not true. You could do a lot more, but right now that's all you can do.
Exactly. That's what. Yeah. No. It is what it is, and that's
Right?
just it takes if you want to go on a path of figuring yourself out, that shit just takes time. And if you've
Yeah.
been in such a habit of being who you're not being, and you've been hiding behind this persona for so long, yeah, it's going to be hard to get out of your shell. It's going to be really hard to take a look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is who I actually am. But,
Right.
as long as you recognize, like, you've recognized it already. Some of us have, some of us haven't. It's just you gotta start in order to actually get there. And
Yeah,
and a lot of
100%.
a lot of people don't know how to do that. There's a lot of people who can't seem to figure out where they can't seem to start that path. They accept it, which is all right for some of us, but for others, that's not how we are. We want to be who we want to be. We're not and it's not cowardice if they're not. It's just they're fine with what they are, even though if it doesn't make them the most happiest of people.
Yeah. And I feel that.
Yeah. Wow, I feel like I just dropped some really fucking deep shit all of a sudden in the podcast.
You 100% did. You just go drop all this heavy shit on your viewers. I'm sorry, guys. Funky needs to...
Sorry, Funkas. I didn't mean to... This podcast was meant to be fun, and it is. I think it is fun. I just... I happened to just drop some really deep truth bombs, and... about near the end of this shit. If anyone's actually still listening to this podcast, let me know down in the comments. Type funky... I don't know. Wait. Type Boyo. Type Boyo is best. Type Boyo is best. Down in the comments.
I was gonna say type your favorite song lyrics, and we have to guess what they're from.
Do that too. You know what? Do either or. But if you could type down one of those, then I'll reply immediately. That's for sure. And
right.
Yeah, well, it also will show who's committed. Leave them ghosted, being like, "Oh, he didn't read my comment." Yeah, now I'm back. I'm back after 2 days. Thought I was gone for good? Guess again.
Guess who's back? Oh wait, no, wait, don't want to get demonetized. Anyway,
Wow. Well, this has been a good podcast. Boyo, do you have anything else to say before I wrap it up for sure, or?
Not off the top of my head.
No? Nothing?
No.
All right, then. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. If you are feeling any of the thoughts we talked about, if you like what you heard or listened to, feel free to let me know down in the comments as well. And again, comment Boyo is best or some sort of lyric so we can guess it, just to prove that you've actually listened to the very end. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys whenever, probably on Saturday when I post the next Minecraft video. But until then, it has been an honor. There's the Funky and BoyoBeneath signing out for the day. Auf Wiedersehen.
Adios.